Hey guys, welcome. My name's John and we're going to do a pretty easy class, but look, I don't know you guys and I can't see you, so take it easy, yeah? If it's a bit too tricky, just back off, right? Some of the stuff will be very easy for you. Most of it will be very easy. It'll all be easy, right? Don't need to worry. You just take your time with it, try and enjoy, and try and breathe in a nice rhythmic fashion, yeah? So we'll just take our legs wide, all right? And our hands on the hips and just lean back and draw your head back and then you can lace the fingers and make that a little bit more pronounced. And then you come forward, you keep your head up, you press your hips back, you keep your spine long and you're just stretching parts of the hamstrings. And then you come up and then you turn, you just migrate your hips all the way around, right? Take your hands to your thighs, lift your head, push into the sole of that front foot and just start to activate the hamstrings. Just coming down, it might hurt here, not too strong, all right? Maybe you come down a bit further, whatever. Pressing into the soles of the feet and coming up, turning, lacing the fingers again, maybe taking the feet a little bit wider. Lift the head, nice big breath in, press the hips back, and again. But this time, take your head down towards the floor and your arms up and squeeze and feel and relax. You come up and you get a little bit of a rush of blood to the head, that's all good. Again, you turn. You take your hands to the thigh, you lift your head. This front leg, the left leg, is locked out, right? And you're just coming down, keeping the spine long, feeling all those muscles and the hamstrings and maybe up in the glutes working. And relaxing. You come down onto your knees, you sit on your heels. And if that's way too difficult, you can either have a cushion underneath your buttocks or you can sit cross-legged. You look over your right shoulder, you twist the neck, you breathe in, you draw the belly in and up, and the right hand takes the left foot, or maybe just the mat, and you just twist on the outward breath. And breathing in again, looking to the left, twisting to the left, left hand taking the floor, or the right foot, and you relax. You come up onto hands and knees. You bend your elbows and you shrug your shoulders up around your ears. Right? Tuck your toes under, stick your bum in the air, big breath in and out. And you push the shoulder blades to the ceiling. You repeat, breathing in and out. Good. You bring your knees together, right? You raise the right leg, right? You take it across and you just simply look over your left shoulder for a moment. Then you raise your right arm, you draw it back, all right? Draw it back. Just stretching here. You want it stronger, you slide into side plank, all right? You want it stronger again, the hand comes behind the head, you breathe in and the left knee and the right elbow come down. 1, breathe in. 2, last one. 3, and hold. And release. Come down. Stay in the same direction. I just turn to face the camera. And you just breathe. Because that takes a bit of effort, yeah? You don't want to be puffing and exerting yourself too much, right? Just breathing in and out. You raise the right elbow. You grab it, you draw it back, you feel the shoulder, but not too strong. You feel the tricep muscles stretching, again, not too strong. Doesn't matter how it looks. I mean, no one's there, unless you got your friend with you or your spouse or whatever, right? Breathe in, we try it on the other side. And you relax. You take your hands behind you. You simply roll your head from 180 through 180 degrees, from shoulder to shoulder. You move the shoulders. You can feel it, you can hear it. Yeah. Good. Pin the shoulders back, lift your chest, come up onto your fingers, lift your bum off your heels, and relax. Take your hands to the front of the knees. Breathe in, lower your chin, and on the outward breath, pull back on your knees and sort of shrug the stumps of your shoulders around an imaginary pole in front of you. And relax. You come back onto your hands and knees. Bring the knees together. Lift the left leg. Take it across. Look down there. All right, look down there. Come back. Lift the right leg. Take it across. Raise the right arm. Slide into side plank, if you like. Maybe take the top hand behind the neck. All right, left knee. 1, 2, 3, and down, and come into a downward dog. Now, push the left heel into the floor. Take the right instep behind and just stretch out. Spread the fingers, breathe in, take the right knee to the right elbow. 3, 2, 1. Step back, rolling from one heel to the other. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking the right instep behind, the left instep behind the right, pushing that heel down, feeling the stretch. Left knee to left elbow, hold. 3, 2, 1. Back into downward dog. Come onto your fists, lower your hips, and just ease into the lower back. Watch it, ease into the lower back. Too strong, you lower the knees to the floor. And you rest. And you simply bring your forehead to the floor. You take your arms behind you and you rest. You take your hands out in front. You lift your head, your elbows are off the floor, and you're just trying to create a stretch through the spine. Spread the fingers, breathe in, tuck your toes, come forward, back bend. Breathe in, come back to the starting position. Come forward again. You want to bend your elbows and just squeeze stuff and feel stuff? Good. And just limbering up the shoulders, the wrists, and of course the lower back. This time, we come forward and we hold it. You get comfortable with your knees. Press into the base of the fingers so that the heels of the hands aren't all taking it, all the weight. You draw your head back, right? You draw your head back. You want it a bit stronger, you lift your knees. And then you press up, down dog. And to relieve the back bend, you draw your chest down to the thighs. You lower the left knee. You step the right foot up, you come up, you start to lunge. Now, I might turn around just for purposes of demonstration here. Now there's a couple of muscles here in the hip, yeah? You want to stretch those. So you press the knee towards the little toe, you raise the right arm. As you press the hip away, the left hand, the fingers come down towards or onto the mat. You're pressing that hip away, you're taking that arm over the ear line. You relax. You wrap that arm around the waist, you breathe in, you draw your belly in, and you twist. You leave the arm wrapped, you take the left hand down, you breathe in, you straighten that back leg, you raise that arm. Push out through that back heel, guys. Push out. Come down, step back, down dog. Press both heels to the floor. Spread the fingers, push into the base of the fingers, feel the stretch. Relax. Come down. Sit. We'll do the other side in a moment. Just sit on your heels or sit between your feet or sit cross-legged and take a couple of rounds of breath. When you breathe in, the belly has got to be very soft. So a soft belly, breathing in, it becomes a fat belly. No one's looking, no one cares, right? No one to impress. You take the back of the right hand onto the left butt. You soften that right shoulder completely. You breathe in and the left ear comes down. And you're just stretching the right side of the neck, the traps from the ear to the shoulder. Now careful, you breathe in and then you turn. You relax, come out. Right? You take your fingertips to your deltoids, you just roll those elbows, big circles, guys, big circles. And the other way. Good. And then you lace your fingers, you breathe in, you draw your arms up and back towards the ear line. You look up there, you're stretching. And you're relaxing. Hands to the knees. Spine slumps, chin to the chest. Breathe in, pull back, and shrug those shoulders around that imaginary post again. And relax. Come up into a down dog. Good. Lower the right knee. Step the left foot up. Come up. Press that left knee towards the side of the mat. All right. Right hand comes down towards the floor. Breathe in, raise the left arm. Press this whole hip to the left and stretch it out. Working the rib cage, working the armpit. Really shaping that top arm. Stretching out. And relaxing. You simply tuck the toes under the back foot and you stand. Hands to the hips. You're just breathing, yeah? Big breaths in, big breaths out. Good. You take the weight on the right foot, you raise your arms, you raise your right leg. All right. You can release that leg, and it could be down here, it could be up here. All right. You just release that leg. Then you take that foot, all right, in front. And we're going to work that group of muscles there. All right. Okay, so bend the front knee, bend the front knee. Place your left palm on the left hip. Press the hip, right? So we're actually going to be working them on this side. Breathe in, left arm over, press this hip away, yeah? Draw the belly in. Back leg is straight, the front knee is bent. Relax. Come up, straighten your arms, straighten your legs, lift your head, big breath. And again, coming down, raising those arms, just feeling it here, squeezing the shoulder blades, bending your knees, coming up, relaxing, just swinging in a big fashion, yeah? Breathing in, breathing out, lifting your heel as you swing away, just breathing in and out. Good. We repeat. So we take the weight on the right foot. You find something to focus on. It's called a dristi in the yoga speak. Right? You raise your left knee. Right? You got your balance. You stretch out. Again. You come up. You release the front foot. Front. The feet are about, 20, 30 centimeters. Bend the front knee. Check out your lower back. How does that feel? Right? Place your right hand on your right hip. Now we're going to do this side. Breathe in, belly in. Right arm comes over to the left as the right hip pushes away, and you just got to feel it there. You see runners do a variance of this. Stretching, working the armpit, right? Because it's not just an armpit, is it? No, there's a lot of important, nodules in there, lymphatic stuff. You relax. You straighten your legs, you straighten your arms. You take a rest. Breathe in, lift your head, draw the head back, push into the sole of the front foot, raise the arms. Bend your knees, come down.
Sit comfortably. You do not have to sit like this, and this is called Vajrasana. Right? You can sit cross-legged just as effectively, right? Or you can use like a yoga block or a cushion underneath you. Guys, you don't want to be going into areas that cause yourself discomfort. Not at all, right? You've got to use tons of common sense doing this stuff, yeah? We repeat the asana we did earlier, the twist. Left hand comes to the outside of the thigh, right hand comes to the left foot or floor. Maybe knees come closer or nice and wide. Breathe in, belly sucked in, up towards the sternum. Big twist. Work that chin towards that right shoulder. Reach out. Come back. Hands behind. Again, working the head, rolling the shoulders, shifting the weight from the heel of one hand to the other. Good. We look over the left and the right hand takes the thigh and the left hand takes the floor. The belly draws in and up and we twist again. Good. We come down to low plank and it's a nice straight line of energy from the crown of the head up, down I should say, to the heels. Pressing out through the heels, pulling your kneecaps up, engaging the quadriceps. No bum in the air, sucking the belly in. Good. You come down to your belly, you come onto your hands, you lift your chest. You're lifting your chest. You're sort of, in a sense, drawing the elbows back towards the hips, right, without actually moving them. Then you relax and the right knee comes up to the right elbow. You raise that elbow and you slip the left arm through. You breathe in, the arm comes up and it comes over into a delicious twist. And you think, oh, that feels good. That feels good. You relax. You come out and you rest your head in your left hand. You raise your right leg. You breathe in, take it forward, take it back, maybe up a little bit, forward and back and forward, and then take it back, grab it, wrap the sole of the foot around. You can bend the bottom knee if that gives you a little bit more comfort, whatever you like. Wrap the sole of the foot around. Relax. Breathe in, raise the right leg, push out through the heel. Try and keep the foot kind of parallel to the floor or the ceiling. No toes up. Try and turn it out like that, right? Stretching. Grab the inside of the knee, the calf, the ankle. Grab the toe or the inside of the heel and just stretch those hamstrings. Don't overdo it. No point in grabbing the toes if your knees have got to be bent, because we're trying to stretch those hamstrings, yeah? And you rest. You come down. And you lower the forearm. You bend the knee like so. You raise the arm. You breathe in. You lift the hips. The arm comes over, right? You want it stronger. You stack the top foot on the bottom. You're lifting your hips in this side plank. And you rest. And you're on your forearms and you think, oh, thank God for that. That was pretty tough, yeah? And here, you just soften your shoulders. You kind of shrug them up around your ears and you move your head from side to side. Then you start to lift your chest. Breathe in. Maybe lift the elbows. Take it easy, guys. Maybe you can't do that. That's okay. You can be bending the arms. You can have your forearms on the floor. You can come up higher. You can come down lower. All right? There's plenty of ways that you can modulate, change up the intensity, and you need to. All right? You come down. You're just relaxing. You're just relaxing. You stay there. I'm just going to turn around just for purposes of demonstration. You tuck the toes, you press the low plank again. And you draw the belly in. A short hold, yeah? 10 seconds, 15 seconds. No big deal. It's not as though we're going for the world record, which is, by the way, 8 hours, 15 minutes and 15 seconds, something like that, right? And the dude who has it, he's about my age. 8 hours, 15 minutes. We're flat out doing 15 seconds, yeah? And you come down. And then the left knee comes up. The left elbow comes up. The right arm comes through and you rest and you think, oh, that feels nice. That beats the plank. Breathe in, left arm comes over. And if you're in tight space, right, maybe the chair's in the way or the cat or whatever, just lead with your elbow, man. Just lead with your elbow. And you rest. You come out and you rest your head in your right hand. Yeah. You lift that leg, you breathe in, take it forward, take it back, take it forward, take it back, raise it, bend it, mold the sole of the foot around, open up the pelvis a little bit. Release, relax, breathe in, raise your left leg, push out through the heel, raise it, grab it somewhere, all right? Push out through the heel, grab the toes inside of the heel, all right? Whatever, stretching those hamstrings. You rest, you come down, the foot comes down, you come onto the forearm, you take a moment, you get your breath, you breathe in, you lift off the forearm, left arm up, all right? Just feeling it, top arm over. If you like, you step into full side plank, lifting your hips, and coming down, and coming up, and just crossing your right shin in front of your left. And you're just breathing, getting your breath down, right? If you need to, you just skip an asana, Don't force it, yeah? I don't know how old you are, I don't know how fit you are, but you do. You know, I feel great today, let's just go for it. I don't feel so great, can we just calm down? Of course, all right? You just press the button, man, stop, off I'm gone. All the pressure in life is gone. So the right shin is in front of the left. You lace your fingers. You draw your shoulders back. You lead with your chest. You just come down. All right, we will refine this pose in a moment, but for the time being, we're just, sussing out all the generalized muscles that are required to do it in the more refined position. You come back. Okay, so you line the soles of the feet up. This is to sort of get into the right position. You have the left calf, so you have your buttocks about 2/3 of a hand's length from the left calf. You lean back, you separate the sitting bones from the cheeks of the buttocks. Your fingertips take the floor, your chest lifts, your shoulders draw back, as does your head, and you just simply come forward, just stretching. Now I know from teaching face-to-face for many years that many of you are quite supple and soft in the hips and the knees, so you can take that foot and you can place it up on the calf or the knee, and you can come forward. But if you're not accustomed to it, you feel a great deal of pressure in that right knee. You should not go there, all right? So why am I offering it? Because, it's different strokes for different folks. It's not exactly a different stroke, it's just a more intense stroke. And you relax, and you take that right leg out to the side. You draw the left heel in, and you take your right arm down the leg somewhere, right? You may not, you may like to have your back of your hand on the shin. You may like to take the side of the foot or the toe, and you're just drawing the toes back. You can feel maybe the muscles on the inside of the leg, the adductor, abductor muscles stretching. You're just working your way into it. There's no rush. We're trying to enjoy this, right? You can grab the toes. You can take the left arm up. You can take it over. You can stretch it right out. It's all supposed to be enjoyable, guys. Sure, I'm demonstrating something, but it doesn't mean you've got to take it to this point. I got to demonstrate, I got to have a bit of cred, man. I'm the teacher, so I got to do it, yeah? But you could feel like, John, I feel good just here. Is that okay? Man, that's perfect, all right? That's perfect. You stretch it out.
You don't worry about it, how it looks so much, yeah. And you relax. You come up, and just stretching. You turn and at this time, this angle is a little bit more obtuse, yeah? So you want to bring it back to about 90 degrees. You lift your chest and the left hand comes onto the outside of the knee or the shin or the ankle or the foot, and you kind of twist. Of course, some of you guys, right, the softer guys, the foot comes up and the heel comes into the abdomen, right? And you're just lifting your chest and you're just feeling those hamstrings, feeling the knees, you're feeling everything. The other hand can come on the inside and you're just stretching out. You feel the length of the hamstring, yeah, from the back of the leg pressing into the mat, the heel pressing, the back of the knee coming down. And you release, you relax, you get out of that. You just come down onto your back and you think, oh, this is nice. I like the back one, man. You cross your shins, you hug your knees up around your chest. You just roll around and you just release any tightness you may be experiencing down there. And the other way. And you take your hands behind the back of the head, you raise your legs, and you kind of do the death throw of the cockroach. You just shake your legs, yeah? Loosens up all the muscles. I'm told by from pretty credible sources, this is good for the lymphatic system too. Just loosen it all up. It looks weird, I know, don't worry. You come down, you reach out through the heels of the hands, the fingers are laced, you breathe in, you lift your butt. If you're doing this in the morning, don't be surprised if it's all tight down there. You're just reaching up. I do it in the morning, it's a bit tight, yeah? And you come down. And once more, you cross your shins, your ankles I should say, and just roll around. And the other way. Good. You rock up to a seated position. You take the soles of the feet and you just flop forward, just like a rag doll. Yeah, just relaxing. You can take the feet a little bit wider. You can take the hands under, right, on both sides. And if you want, you can lift your chest and sort of press the lower back forward. And you relax. You come back. You cross your left shin in front of the right. You cross the shins, mid-shin or a little bit higher, not down near the ankles, you won't get much of a stretch. You pull the toes back, right? Maybe you make fists, lift your buttocks and kind of just tidy it all up. Come down. Again, separate the cheeks of the buttocks from the sitting bones. Lace the fingers, pin the shoulders back and come forward. Again, you can place that left foot up on the right knee or onto the calf, right? And just stretch it out. Don't overdo it, guys. Common sense. I mean, common sense is vital to life, whether it's a yoga class or it's a relationship or it's whatever, yeah. People forget about that for some reason in yoga classes and in yoga environments. They try and keep up with the dude who's amazing, you know, and I think, it was hard. And then later on you find out the dude who's amazing is a dancer or a yoga teacher who's on a day off and they just come down to check out the competition. Left leg comes out, right heel comes in, left arm comes down. And you're just checking it out, you're just feeling it. You think, oh, I'm not as soft or supple on this side. None of us are like that. We're all a bit different here and there, you know. I know anatomy books present us like we're machines, yeah? It's not like that. It's not like that. Look over that right shoulder, grab on somewhere, the back of the knee or the ankle or the foot. Right, raise that arm, stretch it out, stretch it out. It's like draw that top shoulder back to the wall, your bum is again. Take the arm over, pressing the heel, the back of the knee towards the floor, yeah? Stretch it out. And relax. Take a breath.
You may have done what I just did. I sort of held my breath a bit. So it's like, I need to breathe. Breathe, guys. You find yourself holding your breath, just breathe. Shape up, right, for this Janasarasana, this one-legged fold, forward bend, yeah? Right hand on the outside of the knee, the shin, the foot, or the foot comes up, right? You can roll the calf out, and you're just coming forward, you're just stretching. If you're in this half lotus pose, you've been very careful of your knees, very careful, lifting your head, trying to lengthen through the spine, stretching out, and relaxing. Once more, coming down onto your back, yeah? Taking the right knee up into the armpit and rotate that right ankle. Left leg can be bent for comfort or it can be straight, whatever you like. And the other way. Good. You now bend the left leg. All right. You raise the right leg. You raise your arms. You breathe in. You lift your buttocks. You come down. Your left knee comes up. You rotate the ankle. And the other way. You squeeze that knee up into the armpits. Good. You raise the leg, the arms, and you raise your buttocks, pushing up, coming down, knees to the chest, rocking up, folding forward again, folding forward, just knees bent. Now at this stage, you might want to, let your bum slide back if you're on a bit of a slippery surface, or you can start to straighten the legs out, all right, one at a time. You can take them a little bit wider. Don't be scared here. You might be up here. You think, forget it, I can't get down there. Okay, so you're up here. I can't even do that, so I'm back here. You're just stretching out. I'll turn to show you what I'm talking about, yeah? So you might be down. You're just stretching, guys. I practiced yoga for decades. I still can't do the full fat pancake thing, Am I worried? Are you kidding? Big deal. I can't get my chest on the floor. Like you think that's my only worry in life? You're just stretching out. And you should be like that, right? You should be like that. Stretching, just feeling stuff. Relaxing. You bring the feet together. You come up into a full squat. All right? The hands come onto the floor. You just lean forward. And as you lean forward, the upper arms just open up those hips a bit. Then you bring your hands to prayer. You got a sense of that whole tailbone just thrusting through. Breathe in, lift your chest, hands into prayer. And you start flexing those lats, yeah? So you feel the swelling under your armpits, lengthening. Breathing in, pressing to standing, straightening your feet, coming up onto the balls of the feet. Hiranyakashipu Asana. Lowering the heels. Bending the knees, lifting your chest, relaxing, knees bent. So this is the standing version of the floppy doll, yeah? Just resting. When you're fully rested, right, you straighten your feet, you straighten your legs. Now your hands might be on your thighs, your hands might be on the floor, whatever. We'll finish off with this simple pose, right? You're just swinging gently, like a pendulum on an old-fashioned clock, yeah? And you breathe in, we come to the right, you might need to bend your knees, you come up, and you breathe out as you come down, and you repeat, breathing in, reaching up, and coming down, and back to the clock. Tick, tock, tick, bend your knees if you like, tock. You ready? We're coming up to the left now. Breathing in, reaching up, coming down, watching everything, up. This time you open up, you press, you thrust the pelvis forward, you draw your shoulders back, you gently ease the head back, you stretch the front of the neck. You come up, you come down. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. You come down, you sit comfortably, you take a couple of breaths. You lie down. You separate your legs. You take your arms from your torso. You tuck your chin in. You lengthen through the neck. You feel the legs get heavy, slackened at the pelvis, up there, and bum, basically. The outside edge of the heels melt into the floor. The soles of the feet soften. The inner arch of each foot collapses. The toes let go. Relax. Your body resting on the floor, completely supported by the floor. Your mind resting in that gentle mantra in the background. And as you find the mind just drifting off to, what's for breakfast, what's for dinner, what am I going to do today, whatever, just bring it back. Because whatever you're going to do, whatever your plans are, you'll do a much better job of it with a fully rested mind. This is what this is about. The fact that your body's getting a bit of a rest, that's pretty cool too. But this is more about the mind than the body. The calves and the buttocks are fat and soft. You feel the back of the thighs resting on the floor. Your hips soft, sinking towards the floor, squishing the buttocks gently into the mat, your legs getting heavier and heavier. You soften the lower back. You allow that lumbar spine to simply sort of melt towards the yoga mat, towards, into it, beyond it, as the spinal column from the neck down just starts to ease one vertebra at a time towards the floor. All the muscles in your back soften and let go. Your chest caves in, your shoulders round gently. As you feel all the tension in your body start to dissipate, drain from your body. Your upper arms slackened at the shoulder joint. Your biceps, your triceps soft and flaccid. The forearms, the back of the wrists and the back of the hands hopelessly sinking and merging into the yoga mat as you observe the natural warmth and energy in your wrists and your palms and the natural curl in both your fingers and your hands. Your arms, your legs like dead weights. Sure, you could lift them in an emergency, but you don't want to, do you? No. We like relaxation because we don't get enough of it. And soften the back of the neck and the throat and just feel your head. And just the full weight of your head and neck disappear into the floor. Your body's surrendering to Mother Earth and gravity. You draw your focus back to your toes. You relax the tops of the toes, the gaps between the toes, the insteps and the ankles, and you allow your lower legs from your kneecaps down to be heavy and limp. The shins, they press towards the mat. Again, pressing, squishing the calves, just like small balloons, into the floor as you begin to grow very weak and soft at the knees. As the knees soften and weaken further, the quadriceps, they relax. They take on a gel-like nature, and the quadriceps seemingly hang and roll from the thigh bone down and into the yoga mat. Your hips opening, your pelvis relaxing. You develop some awareness around your belly, just rising and falling with the breath. And as it falls, you imagine or you sense the organs of the abdomen just sink, just drift, just relax. The lower part of your body, from the hips to the heels, your belly button to the perineum, completely lifeless. You draw your focus to your chest. You soften the chest. As you breathe in, the chest cavity very gently expands. As you breathe out, the chest, the sternum, the heart and the lungs all just drift aimlessly towards the spine below. You soften the front of the neck and the throat. Your jaw relaxes, your chin lets go. Your whole body is soft, open and passive. You feel that gentle warmth in your face, and you allow that warmth to soften all your facial muscles and features. Your eyes very peacefully closed. Your eyebrows relaxed. The forehead, the temples, the scalp, smooth, as though they have been expertly massaged into like a pulp. Your face warm and sweet with relaxation. So, if you're feeling up to it, maybe you can make your way up, sit comfortably. Of course, if you're tired, you're not well, right? You need more time to relax and recover. And then let us serenade you for a moment or two with a little bit of kirtan. This is a very simple practice, yeah. We'll chant that transcendental sound vibration, Om, spelled A-U-M, as in mother, Hari, H-A-R-I, Om. And the way it's performed, it's interactive. I'll chant, and then you can respond, or you just listen. A couple of, this is like a minute or so, not long. But it is very, very nice for the body, extremely purifying and relaxing for the mind, and nourishes you, that wonderful, eternally beautiful individual living within that body. So if you're joining in, now's the time. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much for coming. And if you like the video, please give it the old thumbs up. And if you have a question about the yoga asanas or the mantra meditation at the end, please leave a comment or a question. Namaste. Thank you.